From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And that's a little bit high. And this interleague matchup is underway. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. And they get the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Steven Kwan in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Here comes a pitch. Outside with a breaking ball. Base hit center field. And that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. And first offering is fouled off. Suzuki with a homer in his last game. 2 outs. Close one, doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it. Just a little bit.
Outside low, 2-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and the A's jump in front. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. Tommy Edman at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Myers coming on. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here with my pal Singy. And our pitcher tonight, Yu Darvish. What do you have on him, Singy?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
The Athletics off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a 600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And first offering is fouled off. Grounds one to short. Bay. The throw to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike 2. Liner, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. In there safely.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So a runner at second, 2 down. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. And a curve drops in for a strike.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. Edwards up to third on the wild pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that is the inning. 1 left for Miami. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Langoliers went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Ji-hwan Bae, the next to hit.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Slow roller to first, Santana, and they tag him out.
The first baseman, number 8, Keston Hiura.
Here's Keston Hiura, right now number 6 on the American League home run leaderboard. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Run comes in from second, and they lead by 3. The throw to second is offline.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
1 out, runner at second. Kim now at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Into center and a base hit. Hiura around third. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee. Throw, and they got it.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Kim in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That ball's carrying. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The run comes in from second. It's 5-0.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be.
Connor Gillespie gets the ball now. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Next up for the A's, Stephen Kwan. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers. And makes the grab. And that is that. 3 runs on 5 hits. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. And first offering is fouled off. Darvish winds and deals. Right through there for a strike. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Sanchez launched a homer in his most recent game. That to right. Suzuki hauls it in for the out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Carlos Santana, the next. Next up for the Marlins. He's been a great free agent sign. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
2 down, nobody on. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. And a foul ball.
You know, these Athletics doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Tommy Edman getting ready to hit. And that one wrapped foul. 1 down, base is empty. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. So digging in, Ji-Hwan Bae. He's 0 for 1. Ripped into left center, base hit. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one catches the zone. Strike one. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1. Victor Mesa Jr., the next up for the Marlins. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. Now at the plate, Otto Lopez. Slice to right. And foul ball. Mesa leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now here is Dane Myers. Slice down the right side. 0-1. That one missed. Line to left. And the inning is over. Back here in Miami, Keston Hiura up to hit now. Gillespie back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He sends it into the second deck. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add a run. It's 6-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So now here's the DH, Ha-Seong Kim. First pitch misses. Kim recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground right side, Santana takes it himself. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Jung-Hoo Lee. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. Lee recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And that one hit to first, and he handles it himself for the out. Ha-Seong Kim up next for the A's. And there's the strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And there's a ball.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A solo homer adds to the A's lead. It's now a 6-0 ball. Back here at Lone Depot Park, John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Xavier Edwards. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2 count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Lee on his way over. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Pitch misses,
Ball 1, no strike.
and it's 1-0.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary picks.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Marlins leave 1. They still find themselves down 6. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these A's, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Throw on to Santana, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Shea Langoliers will hit next. 1 for 2.
Runner, yes.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
In the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The A's looking to add another. In the air, right side. Sanchez hauls it in, 2 away. Ji-hwan Bae, the next to hit.
Ball one.
In the dirt, blocked. Smoked into left, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 7-0. Keston Hiura up next for the A's. He's already homered in this game. Ball one there. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one the other way, and foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Sanchez under it, and that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Check swing, called strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
And delivers outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
In the air, right field. Suzuki makes the grab, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Victor Mesa Jr. And a foul ball. Mesa, 23 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll do it. He continues to roll. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
For the A's, the designated hitter, number 6.
On the ground, Santana. And he takes it himself for the out. Next up for the A's, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Swung on, belted. Sanchez going back on this one. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Mesa makes the play. The relay to second with the throw. No chance to get back. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wastes no time there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. Out. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
lifted in the air down the left side. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
The A's up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. So coming into the game now on defense, Snyder. He takes over in right. He swings and fouls one off.
Now playing right field, number 30. Wow.
Right side, and it goes just foul. Darvish delivers.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for Miami. They continue to trail 7-0. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
That one is hammered right field. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. Third home run of the season. It's 8-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Declan Cronin.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Stepping in, Snyder. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Oh, 0-2 now.
Ball 1.
Hit on the ground to short. Edwards whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Tommy Edman up next for the A's. To the right side. Throw on to Santana. And they get Edman for the out. At the plate, Harry Ford.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Late backer up and loosening in the pen. Tinoco getting cranked up as well. Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a laser base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now, Ji-Hwan-Bae. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Myers makes the play, and that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Brooks Raley.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well. Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So up next, Jesus Sanchez. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to begin the eighth, and here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. Cronin back to work. Cronin in his second season, 27 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And the 1-0. Liner snagged it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handle whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth. Jung-Hoo Lee up next for the A's. And foul ball. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Sanchez makes the catch, inning over. And the A's are gone in order as the lead holds at 8-0. Back here in Miami. Tomoyuki Sagano takes over on the mound.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Fought off foul. The next pitch misses. 1-2 the count. Gets under it and pops it up. Wickham puts it away for the out. Victor Mesa Jr. digs in now. There's a strike. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up here. That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 0-2. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Makes the grab for the second out.
The batter, number 6.
2 down, base is empty. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And that is out of play. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins. And we're back. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, Shea Whitcomb. The other way. Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. The Athletics up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Fouled off left side. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Rob Refsnyder now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Ground ball right side. Throw on to Santana. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Shintaro Fujinami.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Foul ball still 0-2. Stays alive. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the air to left center, Yoshida on the move to the gap. And there's 1 down. And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1. Ball, that's low.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Right side. Refsnyder pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now Kyle Stowers. 0 for 3 in this one. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The A's take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Athletics taking on the Miami Marlins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go now. Tommy Edman at the plate.
The center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Santana takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Ha-Sung Kim up next for the A's.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
And a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit, leading the AL in batting average. Runner on the go. Pitch inside.
That's inside.
Throw to second and great jump. Kim, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The A's have raced out of the gate to start the season. Out to center. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. Went deep in the ball game last night. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That one's
ball,
upstairs,
2
ball
strikes.
1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where
2
you
balls,
get hurt.
2 strikes.
That's down and in. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it.
Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. That one fouled off. Wu was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Now here is Dane Myers. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Man at second. And that one lifted in the air center field. Edman settles under it and makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Batting fourth.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire...
And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. 2 outs, runner at first. Digging in, Connor Norby. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. And it bangs off the foul pole, home run. And they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And the batter now, Jesus Sanchez. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. That one missed.
Ball 1.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-2.
2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Cabrera back to work. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Kwan, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick. back in 2018.
Nope.
That
Outside.
one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Up the middle, Lopez handles, throws to first, one out in the second.
Batting six, the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. Right now, the leading RBI man in the American League. He's been huge this season. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left, Edwards. And a couple of quick outs.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, G1
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
On the ground to short. Over to first. The A's go quietly. A's go quick. Back here at Lone Depot Park. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And there's a ball. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Liam Hicks, batting with one down, takes a strike. And it's even up.
Inside, ball one.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Victor Mesa Jr., the next up for the Marlins. Just missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the air out towards right center. Edman sprinting for this one. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Back here in Miami, on to the third inning. And now here is Keston Hiura. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Hiura matched a homer in his last game. Rip towards third. Throw on to Santana. One up, one down. And now the rookie second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim, enters this one with the 7th best average in the American League. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He nails one out to right. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. Fastball is outside. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana. And they get Edman for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Rocketed out towards right center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And that extends the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And we're back. And now it's going to be Otto Lopez. And there's a foul ball.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Line drive. Kwan hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Langoliers gathers, throws to first. In time, the 2-3 strike. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
The designated hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Athletics just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lee rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Stephen Kwan up next for the runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. 0-1 now. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. A 2-run homer, his 7th home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 4-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Out in front and foul to the left side. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. A's leading by a run. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. G1 up next for the A's. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
On to Santana, 2. Here's Keston Hiura. Grounded out his first time up. That one not close. Ball 1. On the ground, Lopez slings to first. That's the 3rd out. A's get 1 on this homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. Stowers leading things off and takes a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone. On to first, in time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Pulls that one foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now. Just missed.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in. So 2 down, and now for the Marlins, Carlos Santana.
Nope,
a little bit low, and that's ball 1. Sanchez off of first with 2 away. Strike on the inside corner. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Strikeout number 8. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Athletics 4 and the Marlins 3. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the fifth, and now Hae-Sung Kim. Cabrera back to work. Fought off foul.
You know, these A's doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Out of here! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 in this one. That one way outside, and it's 1-0. Ripped, but it curls foul.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Popped up. Lopez has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. Hae-Sung Kim, the next to hit. He's 2 for 2. Swings through that. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Cronin also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2. And now Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2. That misses. And that's ball 1. Lee, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Center field. Mesa. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 5-3 ball game. This is A's baseball. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Liam Hicks. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that is out of play. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Victor Mesa Jr. will hit next. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there, got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Back to the top of the Miami order, Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. That one's in there. That's strike 1. That's in there.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fastball is outside. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Suzuki makes the catch, and the inning is back here in Miami. New inning getting started, and now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. On the ground to third. Throw on to Santana. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That one
ball,
misses,
two strikes.
and the count is 1-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Sanchez going back on it. That's long gone. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 6-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation and the ball get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
And first offering is fouled off. That's inside.
That's inside.
Up and
Ball
in,
two.
and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. And it remains 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. High fly ball out to left field. Myers under it. They got it for out number 2. Ji-hwan up next for the A's. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now they've got some speed on.
Runner takes off, pitches high. Throw, safe.
Safe.
The A's looking to add another. Slides, but it gets by him. Bay around third. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in to second. Pulls him off the bag.
Back-to-back base hits. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. crazy.
And now Hae-Sung Kim. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. It's 9-3. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special.
And now the center fielder, Tommy Edman. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 9-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Here's the shortstop. Up at the plate. Xavier Edwards. Harry Ford, the new catcher now.
Now catching. Number 72. Harry Ford.
On the ground, right side. And that's a foul ball. Woo, ready to fire now. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And the count is 0-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Stowers stands in here.
0-1
Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Fights it off. He'll see another. Missed
Ball
with
one.
a changeup. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The
The
count.
Athletics up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And now 2-2.
Inside.
And that's
3-2.
down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's out of play, a foul ball. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. And the Marlins down. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one out to right. Sanchez on the run. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down. Jung-Hoo Lee up next for the A's. And it's fouled away. On the ground to first, but that rolls foul. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. So now it's the four-hole hitter, Rob Refsnyder. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. And that one fouled off. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 down. Next up for the A's, Masataka Yoshida. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. And that's fouled off. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. And a strike in there. Lee stands at second with 2 gone. That one ran inside, almost got him. Two outs and one in scoring position. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No run. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dane Dunning. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. There's the strike. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. That's down and in.
1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th, and now here's the A's catcher, Harry Ford. Quantrill back to work. Out to short, Edwards. To first out in the top of the 8th. Shea Whitcomb digs in now, getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Sanchez brings it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. That's outside. Ball 1. In the air, center field. Mesa settles under it. Nabs it, and that is that. Back here in Miami. On the mound now, Yuki Matsui.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Matsui, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control, and not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Now this is in the air down the line. Yoshida on the move. And that's the 3rd out. Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
That's ripped. Base hit. And a good start to the inning. And now the center fielder, Tommy Edman. And this is very likely the last chance he gets. The runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. Here's a high chopper and foul ball. Quattro back to work. The flip to the pitcher covering, and they get Edman for the out.
He had more time than he thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but he made it look nice, that's for sure.
Next up for the A's, Hae-Sung Kim. Up the middle. Throw to first in time. So now the DH spot, Jung-Hoo Lee. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Base hit and a run in to score. Runner at first with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Rob Refsnyder. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Lee on at second with 2 down. Just missed. Out to short, Edwards. Zips it to first, and the inning is over. And we're back. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Mason Miller. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Up and in, and the count now 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Next pitch way upstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that will drop foul. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. And that's outside. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Next pitch is outside. The A's up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And that one handled. Throw to first, and ball game. And the A's take this one in a blowout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.